Here is a property that we've been super excited uh, to get ready to put on the market here. This is acreage in a private development called Forbes Park in southern Colorado. I'm going to jump right into it. Um, Here to the left is Fort Garland, and we'll go up Highway 160 and we'll go east on Forbes Park Lane, and we'll take a couple other turns and we'll be at the property. But really quickly, I'll zoom out to give you perspective on where this is in case you don't know. So toward the top of my screen, you've got Denver going south, go through Colorado Springs, then Pueblo, and then you kind of, wind your way down to southern Colorado in the Fort Garland area. So let's zoom in here. If you were to continue going south, you'd be down into Taos, New Mexico. So there's no shortage of things to do in the area. Okay, so zooming in, I'm on Google Earth Pro, and all these little picture frames are pictures that people have taken from these spots and uploaded. We'll get to those in a second. Okay, Fort Garland, we'll take 160 to the north, and then somewhere we'll turn onto Forbes Park Lane. This is Forbes Park Lane or Forbes Park Road. So we're taking that to the east now. Forbes Park is an excellent community. We've been trying to get a property there for quite some time, but they are very expensive. Oops. I thought I had Google Earth all figured out, so my apologies for the clunkiness of this video. Okay, so we're still on Forbes Park Road, which is obviously the main road in Forbes Park. Okay, we follow that down. Forbes Park is kind of set in a small mountainous area, so it's easy to get to. It's right off of 160, but then right away you're in this beautiful wooded kind of mountain setting, aspen trees, some open areas, gorgeous, gorgeous homes. We'll continue on Forbes Park Road. We're getting into the very nice area. We're getting down by the lake. There's Forbes Park Lake. So we're close to the property. Over to the right, you can see the property. It's outlined in kind of the reddish orange. But if we click on any of these photos, it'll show us, oh, beautiful. You'll pass by that just before you get to the property. Whoops. Okay. So we pass Forbes Park Lake, and then it's our next left on Petito Drive. You follow that up and around to Sharbaugh Lane. You go left on Sharbaugh Lane, and then it's the second or third property on the left. Let me see if I can straighten this out just a little bit. Okay, so this is the property. It's over an acre in size, 1.1 acres or something like that, and you can see the nearby homes. I mean, this is just a beautiful, beautiful area. Forbes Park is really popular. It's gated, really well maintained. Nice, nice properties. A lot of these, I would guess, might be second homes for people who live in Denver, but there are definitely full-time residents here as well. You can see this property. This is just a really nice property. This is a good mix. And I'm going to straighten this out again. There we go. This is a good mix of wooded and some open pasture. So you're going to have a really, really pretty setting on that deal. Power, phone, and fiber optic are very nearby. Obviously, with the homes nearby, you can tell there would be utilities. Now, if we zoom out, you can see over here this green line. This is a large chunk of national forest. So you can set up your home or your cabin or whatnot on your property, and you can take a 2-minute drive to thousands and thousands of acres of public land. And here are a couple of videos. I'm sorry, not videos. Here are some photos that people have uploaded. Oh, that's gorgeous. Whoops, I don't know what I'm doing. Back to Google Earth. Okay, try again. From La Veta to Alamosa. So there's an old-time coal train that comes through the area. Look at those trees. Gorgeous. I was drawn to Forbes Park because I love the mountainous setting. I love the aspen trees. Um, but a lot of, uh, if you've spent any time in Colorado, a lot of the nice areas up in the mountains are a real trek to get to. I went to a wedding in Aspen a few years ago, and it took just half a day to get there. I mean, it was beautiful, but it's just so remote up in the mountains. And this, you go from Highway 160 to the property in just a few miles. So really nice access. I mean, feel free to play around and look at these photos. People really like that little train. But that's going to be a typical view in the area. I mean, it's breathtaking. I really haven't looked at many of these. Whoops. And I keep zooming in on stuff. Okay. And one other thing I wanted to show was we were pulling some comps, some comparable property prices. Let's see if I can get that window open. Okay. This is good. This will be a little messy, but this will kind of show you what's going on. So here are some comparable properties in the area. The property is right here, Sharbaugh Lane. Here's a property for 13. 12,000 and 13,000 were the cheapest on this map, and the most common was 17,000, 16,9, 17, and they went up to 20,000, 25,000. So 25,000 on the high end, 12 to 13 on the low end. Usually if we're doing comps, we'll throw out the lowest number and the highest number, and a pretty good comp is right in the middle, and that's probably around 17. Zoom in a little bit. And that is the property right there. So a couple for 17, and then one on Sharbaugh for 13. So that'll give you a good idea what this deal is worth. 28, 14, 18. But yeah, we went ahead and decided on this one to just let it out there and see what happens. We're going to do it with no reserve. It does have some fees owed on it. I don't have the exact amount, but check the listing for the exact amount. Of course, figure that in to your bid, that there are some fees that eventually will have to be taken care of. But really solid property, good investment potential in just a beautiful area. I mean, you just can't beat it. Wonderful area. Okay, great. Well, that is the acreage on Sharbaugh Lane in southern Colorado.